Stop everything. What I'm about to tell you will shake the NFL to its core. An insider secret so explosive, it could redefine the landscape of the league in a heartbeat. Right now, in the clandestine depths of NFL front offices, a storm is raging. Phones are ringing off the hook. Urgent whispers are exchanged in encrypted meetings, and shadows move swiftly through the corridors of power. There's a chaos unlike anything we've seen in months, perhaps years. And you know what? My sources, those who live and breathe the underworld of NFL deals and insider information, have just confirmed something huge, something that has the potential to forever change the future of one of the league's most iconic franchises. But here's the catch. I can't reveal the name just yet. Not quite. Because this deal carries a secrecy so intense, so sensitive that revealing it prematurely could blow everything apart. Imagine a star, the kind of player that headlines every sports show, that makes opposing defenses tremble. An elite game changer, a player whose mere presence on the field shifts entire game plans. The kind of athlete that opponents plot to stop, yet somehow he continues to break records to shatter expectations. A superstar with the power to lift a franchise from obscurity to championship contention overnight. That's who we're talking about. But right now, I can't say his name. All I can do is tell you, brace yourselves. This is bigger than anything you've heard so far. Because, believe me, this secret isn't just about a player moving from one team to another. No, this is about a clandestine operation, a whispered conspiracy involving the NFL's inner sanctums, the kind of maneuver that could shift the balance of power in the league. Could it redefine the NFC landscape? Could it ignite a new era of dominance? Yes. And it's happening right now in the dead of winter. My sources confirm something monumental is unfolding behind the scenes, and the next 48 hours will be crucial. But only those with the inside knowledge will truly understand what's about to transpire. So listen closely. Because this isn't just a rumor, it's an elite-level, insider-grade bombshell that will leave the entire NFL universe spinning. Now, I need you to do one thing: stop scrolling. Hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and ring the damn notification bell, because what you're about to hear isn't for everyone. This is for the true insiders, those who want to be a step ahead, those who crave the truth buried beneath the mess. If you're not yet on the inside, you're already falling behind. Because what I'm about to reveal, well, it's only just the beginning. And trust me, this secret is still only the tip of the iceberg. There's an even bigger story lurking just beneath the surface, waiting to explode. The NFL is about to witness a seismic shift, and only the lucky few will understand the full scope of what's coming. So listen carefully, because what I'm about to disclose could change your perception of the league forever. Are you ready? Because it's about to get real, real fast. Now let's set the stage and unveil what's happening in the shadows of the NFL universe, because this isn't just a rumor. It's an insider's revelation, one that will send shockwaves through every stadium, every newsroom, and every fan base hungry for the next big move. First, let's talk about Chicago, the Bears. Do you see their current situation? It's a complex puzzle, an ongoing saga of potential, frustration, and relentless ambition. Just last season, they made history under the genius mind of Ben Johnson, an offensive mastermind who took a team that many considered fringe contenders and turned them into a playoff force. An 11-6 record, a wild card victory over the Packers, their first playoff win since 2010. But beneath that triumph lies a desperate need for more. They're hungry for a game-breaking star, a player who can carry them over the line, someone to elevate their offense from good to unstoppable. The problem? Their roster has talent, sure, but they're missing that elite ingredient. They need a game-changer, a difference-maker capable of taking over games. Their current backfield is solid but not transcendent. Their offensive line has promise but lacks that killer instinct. And the defense, struggling, particularly against the run, ranked 27th in the league last season. They need someone who can turn the tide, impose their will, and shift momentum in moments that matter most. That's where the secret whispers come in. Sources tell me that, over the past few months, a covert operation has been underway. Secret meetings behind closed doors, encrypted calls in the dead of night, private jets ferrying front office executives across the country. The Bears' front office has been scouring the NFL's landscape, looking for that piece de resistance, a player who can do what no one has been able to do for years. They've been searching for months, combing through film, setting up clandestine visits, and weighing every gamble, every risk. Because they know if they want to contend and make a real run, they need the perfect piece. And then in the shadows of this high-stakes chess game, they found HIM. Yes, I said it, THEY found HIM. The elite, the superstar, the difference maker. And I'm about to tell you exactly who it is. Hold tight, because this isn't just some player. It's a name that will blow your mind. But before I drop that bombshell, let me set the scene further. Imagine the scene. A private jet landing in Chicago, a hushed meeting behind closed doors at Hollis Hall, a strategic sit-down with a player whose potential is off the charts. This isn't about a rental or a quick fix. This is a calculated blockbuster move that will shape the NFL future for years to come. They've been eyeing him for months, analyzing every game, every play, every yard gained. And now the pieces are falling into place, all leading to one inevitable conclusion. And that conclusion, it's nothing short of staggering. Because, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm about to reveal, without question, will turn NFL headlines upside down. Ready? Here it comes. The player they're targeting, the player they're desperate to secure, the one who fits the mold of transcendent talent, they're eyeing Breece Hall. Yes, THAT Breece Hall. The young, explosive running back from the New York Jets who, just this past season, put the league on notice with a career-high 1,065 rushing yards, 8 yards per carry, and the ability to dominate both on the ground and as a receiver. You heard that right. Breece Hall, who turned just 24 this past May, has everything that Chicago needs right now. He's a dual-threat dynamo, a game wrecker, the kind of athlete who can turn a game on a dime. His impact last season was undeniable. 16 games played, 243 carries, 1,065 yards, 4 rushing touchdowns, and nearly 10 yards per reception. That's the kind of production that screams future star, a franchise cornerstone, a player who can elevate any team to new heights. But it's not just stats. No, it's the style, the explosiveness, the vision that makes Breece Hall truly special. Imagine him in the Bears' backfield, an offense already firing on all cylinders with Caleb Williams leading the charge. Could you picture a defense forced to game plan for not just Williams' arm, but also Hall's blazing speed and shifty moves? That's exactly what Chicago is envisioning, an unstoppable dual threat that defenses simply can't contain. And here's the kicker. His contract situation makes this a perfect storm. As of January 23, 2026, Breece Hall is an unrestricted free agent. His rookie deal, worth just over $7.6 million, is about to expire. The Jets, with $66 million in cap space, have expressed interest in retaining him. But the reality is, the market is hot. Other contenders, especially the Texans and Saints, are already licking their chops. Houston, in particular, sees him as the missing piece to their run game after Joe Mixon's injury, an elite back who can carry the load and make them legit playoff contenders. The market value? Experts believe Breece could command a 4-year deal worth $41 million, averaging over $10 million a year. For the Bears, that's a calculated investment, an investment that could pay off exponentially. He's a player with all-pro potential, a future Pro Bowler, someone who can define a new era for Chicago. Now let's look closer at his season. Last year, despite a dismal Jets offense that finished dead last in passing and sputtered to a 3-14 record, Breece remained a bright spot. His rushing yards and receiving ability gave the Jets some hope amid chaos. He carried the ball 243 times, almost a full workload, and gained 1,065 yards, showcasing explosiveness with 4.4 yards per carry. His next-gen stats reveal a player who cuts on a dime, with the vision to burst through gaps, an absolute nightmare for defenders. His 350 receiving yards in only 16 games, with an impressive 9.7 yards per reception, added a dynamic element to his game. But here's what elevates this entire story. Breece Hall is not just a star. He's a symbol of hope, of future greatness. His injury in 2022, an ACL tear, set him back temporarily, but he's come roaring back, fully healed and more motivated than ever. His postseason MVP game-winning runs, his family's legendary football feats, and his relentless work ethic make him a perfect fit for Chicago's rebuild plan. And let's not forget, this isn't just about stats. No, it's about the cultural fit, the leadership, the raw talent that makes him a once-in-a-generation kind of player. As NFL insiders chirp, executives are already whispering about his potential to be the centerpiece of an offense that could dominate for years. The Bears believe, with the right pieces around him, Hall could be an all-pro, a game-changer capable of leading Chicago into a new era of glory. Now, behind the scenes, the buzz is deafening. NFL insiders and league authority figures, people whose names I'd love to drop but can't, are already validating this interest. They're whispering that Chicago's GM, Ryan Poles, is working in the shadows, orchestrating a deal so daring it will shake the league. The front office has been doing their homework, dining, secret meetings, negotiations behind closed doors. They're aware that rivals like the Texans and Saints are circling, ready to swoop if the price drops just a little. Sources close to the negotiations say the sense of urgency is palpable. The Bears' head coach, Ben Johnson, is reportedly ecstatic, believing that adding Hall would be the final piece to turn his offense into a juggernaut. Imagine Johnson's creative play calling, extending drives with Hall's ability to break loose on third downs and goal line carries. It's a perfect match, a young, dynamic player with explosive upside who fits Johnson's innovative system like a glove. And here's the wild part. Rumors suggest that if this deal goes through, the NFL's landscape will shift dramatically. Rival teams are already feeling the pressure, trying to counter the move with their own plans. Some executives mention blockbuster clauses, performance bonuses tied to playoff success, and even potential clauses that could make Hall the highest-paid running back in league history if he hits certain milestones. The logistics. Complicated but meticulously planned, an intricate dance of cap space, trade assets, and future picks. All this points to one thing: Breece Hall is about to become a Chicago Bear. And I say about to because, in NFL terms, this isn't done until it's signed, sealed, and delivered. But trust me when I say, this deal is more than just a rumor. It's a seismic shift waiting to happen. Now let's analyze the financial implications. The Bears' current cap space sits at a challenging yet manageable level. With cap room approaching $70 million, they can afford to make this move. If they sign Hall to 4 years, $41 million, that roughly breaks down to about $10 million a year, an absolute steal considering his upside. To accommodate this, some veteran players might be released, potentially freeing millions to bolster their defense or sign other key contributors. Imagine the possibilities. A front office that's willing to shed assets, make bold moves, and finally build a team capable of competing at the highest level. Statistically, Breece would be expected to take on even more responsibility. Next season, with better offensive line support and an offense designed around his strengths, projections call for 1,300-plus rushing yards, 12 touchdowns, and perhaps over 400 yards receiving, becoming a true dual-threat centerpiece. His playmaking ability paired with Caleb Williams' arm would give the Bears a lethal offensive combination that defenses simply can't stop. And compare this to NFL history. Just in recent years, blockbuster trades like the Seahawks acquiring Jamal Adams or the Rams trading for Matthew Stafford changed everything. Hall's potential move to Chicago, it could be even bigger, a franchise-altering transfer that sets a new standard for what a dynamic, young running back can do for a team. Now, as we approach this historic moment, remember, time is ticking. The next 48 hours are critical. The NFL universe is watching, teams are scrambling, and fans are anxiously awaiting the inevitable. Will this deal happen? Will Breece Hall become a Chicago Bear? The signs point towards yes, but nothing is guaranteed until the ink is dry. So I ask you, are you ready for what's coming? Because once this bombshell drops, nothing in the NFL will ever be the same again. The league is on the brink of a new era, powered by a superstar who could soon be calling Chicago home. The question is, will you be part of the insiders who saw it first? Or will you get left behind in the dust of history? Get prepared because this story is far from over. The next chapter is about to be written, and trust me, what's coming next will be legendary. Stay locked, stay tuned, and make sure you're ready, because when this deal finally goes down, you'll want to say, I knew first. And remember, never forget what I told you today. When the NFL moves in silence, the true insiders hear the whispers. And this whisper, it's about to roar across the league. Buckle up. It's going to be a wild ride.